my YouTube channel. I'm back with another video, and this time around I'll be speaking about my encounters with the stabilizer. I think I'll use the word gimbal on this video because it's the more popular word, but I've encountered the gimbal twice, and in this video I'll be showing you those occasions and telling you about them. So the first occasion was I was participating in a tournament, competition per se, the EDHE InterVarsity competition. Basically, you have to pitch your business and you go to the next stage. So this was the regional stages where we competed against students from Stellies, UCT, and what else? That's all I can remember. So on that day, I just saw this guy. I can't think of his name right now, but he, like I was interested and I was drawn to him because he was a photographer slash videographer. So he was basically moving around, taking pictures, taking videos of the entire thing. And then he came with this thing, the gimbal, and I was like, oh my word, I've always seen this on like the professional videos somewhere on the internet, on YouTube, and this was actually the first time seeing it in front of my own two eyes. So naturally, as a curious person, I was like, okay, I need to hold that thing. I don't know how, but I need to get my hands onto that thing. So eventually, throughout the event, I managed to approach the guy and we spoke. Very nice guy, I have to say. Shout out to you. Just forgot your name. I'll remember though. So we spoke and he gave us like, it was me and Tapelo, one of photographers that I know, and his friend, I forgot his name also. And yeah, I was just asking him questions about this gimbal and what it actually does, how it works. And then I got to play with it, like hold it, and he showed me here and there. And then, yeah, man, I was just so excited. And after that day, I was like, when you feel like you're getting closer and closer, it was that kind of a thing. So shout out to you, man. The second encounter that I'll be going over is the most recent encounter. So I know this guy. Shout out to you, by the way, Effect. He is a soccer player and he used to be a photographer where he comes from. I think Coach Ozzy or something. So he was like, hey man, Rev, I have this stabilizer there with me, and it's been laying around for like a long time, and I was hoping maybe you can like rent it out sometime if you need something of that sort. I was like, okay, I know what a stabilizer can do, and yeah, sure, I can do that. That was last year, so time went by, and then the year was done, and then I was like, okay, whatever. And then this year, when you work hard and then you put some cash aside for like those unexpected purchases. So I bumped into him again and I was like, hey man, do you still have that stabilizer that we spoke about? He was like, yeah man. I was like, okay, I intend to buy it, but obviously you know how inflation works. It's no longer the same price as it was like 5 years ago. I think it came out in like 2020, 2019. It's from the brand Zhajun. It's Zayun. I don't know. It's a very complex name. I'll put it on the screen so you can also try to like pronounce it. I tried. I'll just say Zhayun. Japanese, or I think it's, what's that country? Somewhere there in Asia though. So I was like, yeah, man, I think I want to buy it. But before I pay the full price, I want to test it and see if it works. And then I can pay the full price. It's like something Amy was telling me, Utina Ref, don't get this thing because you're not ready. You're simply not ready for this. So I took it and I tested it, which is the video that I'll be showing you later. So in the video, you'll see that, okay, let me just tell you before you see. Basically, the stabilizer it was hard to get it to stabilize my camera. Firstly, it didn't stabilize the camera. Secondly, it didn't do what it's supposed to do. It didn't do what the tutorials on YouTube show you that it should do. So basically it didn't work, you know. So you can't pay for something that doesn't work. So I got my refund. We cool with the guy. He understands that's how business works. And unfortunately I gave it back to him. But the video I'm gonna include is of me actually trying to do the impossible. Basically, how can you make something that doesn't work to work? So that was me trying to be that guy. So I was just playing around with it, trying to stabilize it manually. Like, you know, when that thing is supposed to be still, it shouldn't move around. When you move, it shouldn't keep moving. It should move with you. So I was trying to try to work around that and make it move. It was like the hardest week. I think it was like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. It was the hardest week of February. I think the last week of February, it was tough because I spent that whole week stressing about this thing, thinking, Uguti, I'm the crazy one. I'm the one who doesn't know how to figure this thing out. Can't. Anyways, so I'll first include the first video of the competition and the guy I met and the experience that I had with his gimbal, and then I'll include the one of the unfortunate case with the gimbal that didn't want to work. And yeah.
Now it's easier, like I'm saying, they made it easier. Just pin it on, put the camera on, switch it on. So when you switch this thing,
Okay. So it has something that detects the
the weight of the camera, so it distributes the weight of the camera onto the gimbal, and then two, it then matches that weight. So the only thing you might need to then calibrate would be this motion here, just to distribute the weight of the camera. Now once the weight of the camera is on, there you go.
Wow.
And that's it. It's kind of it.
No, it's not. It's crazy.
Oh, you carry it long enough, it becomes
Yeah, that's the
So you balance the one and move.
yeah. So like you see when I'm doing it, like,
Is
I'm
the camera
braking,
on
so,
right
the
now?
focus is like
No.
Just to
The
see,
camera is not on.
just to see how stable it is.
Second, there you go.
In the olden days, they use a chicken head.
Wow.
so it stays.
Like represent something. Can you see the weather forecast?
Is in the
Yes, this is great. Yeah.
So it helps a lot. It helps a lot.
So in terms of
Motion shots, yeah.
in terms of the bucks, how much are we talking about?
Yeah, don't discourage yourself. It's okay.
Okay.
Keep dreaming. So Fumana one day.
Alright,
Just keep
alright.
dreaming.
So
Okay.
it's one of those.
Yeah, just don't discourage yourself. It's get there. Get there. Just go there. It's okay.
Yeah, man.
It's okay. Just go there.
And how did you start doing what you do now?
That's weird. That's the same question. So I started with journalism.
Okay.
But as I was explaining to him, is journalism doesn't really give you the technicalities behind camera work. So that's where you then have to take initiatives yourself.
Okay.
Online courses, short courses. But what's going to be more valuable is working with people who already do it, because they'll give you more lessons than you'll ever learn anywhere else.
All right.
They'll help you do so much more than you can ever do. So you just need more people who do it. Ask questions, work with them, and if you can, since you have a camera, that will help you a lot. Whatever you learn, try it. So it's whatever you learn, experiment. Don't just learn and then leave it. Learn and experiment, but also help yourself, because at the end of the day, creativity. So you have to think for yourself. It's how do you want to execute whatever it is that you want to execute? So once you've learned, then you can play around, shift things, move around, play around with them, and it helps. But